Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Gamer. This is my impressions of Just Cause 4. All the footage is taken from the PlayStation 4 version of the game. Not the Pro, just the normal one. Anyway, Just Cause 3 was one of my favourite games. Like, literally, I done a special video on how awesome Just Cause 3 was. I loved that game so much. I was just re-watching the video just to kind of get a glimpse to why I liked it so much, what made it such a good game, and why Just Cause 4 fails so miserably on everything. Like, I don't know what they have done. I think they're called Avalanche Studios. What have they done to a game that was one of my favourites of 2015 and probably one of my favourites for a very long time, and they've produced this? I don't know. But anyway, without giving too much away, let's get on with some impressions. So just a little bit about it. Basically, rogue agent Rico Rodriguez journeys to Solis, a huge South American world, home of conflict, oppression, and extreme weather conditions. Strap into your wingsuit, equip your fully customizable grappling hook, and get ready to bring the thunder. That makes it sound exciting, doesn't it? Yeah. So, we'll start with what it does well, because there's going to be a lot of what it doesn't do well. So what it does well is this. There's a tank. I am escorting 3 dudes. I want that tank. I can grapple onto that tank and jump into that tank, take control of that tank, and then just cause absolute chaos. And that's what, it doesn't matter what way you look at it, this game does well. It is the absolute ultimate. And again, the ultimate just messing around simulator. I said it on my Just Cause 3 video. You know, it's just, you're just messing around in the game, and you've got your wingsuit, you've got your parachute, you've got all the vehicles you can jump into, you know, and drive or fly, or there's boats. There's a lot to just play around in. It's a playground. And that's what does well. The explosions. All the explosions are really good. Just watch this bit here. I mean, like, I blow that up. Just look at it. Look how good it looks. It's got really good, like, the physics really. And watch this bit here. This tank. Look, it just missed me. Like, that's what it does so well. And it's also its biggest failure because they've just went, we'll just put a game out and people can make their own fun. Which is, it's fine. But unfortunately, it shows its hand within the first 5 minutes of going, well, this is the game, and then nothing else happens. It doesn't progress, it doesn't escalate, it doesn't do anything above that. So, yes, the explosions are good. I like the explosions, that's why we're here. The vehicle, there's lots of vehicles, so many different kind of cars and military vehicles, there's planes, helicopters. There's loads of different types of civilian vehicles. You can call in airdrops and you unlock them. So you can unlock just having a helicopter get dropped off, or a plane, like you saw in my first bit, that box falling down the hill was a plane. You can get jumbo jets delivered to you. You can get guns delivered to you. You can get drones delivered to you, boats. And you unlock these by doing different parts of the map, which gets covered later on. And yeah, that's what... You know, you're looking at the same footage as me on screen and going, what? Yeah, this boat can jump out of the water. So yeah, you kind of, that's what there is. There's a lot of just stuff to mess around in. And you can go on the mission, and you can, you know, you can kind of do it in different ways. But again, they've toned that down as well. Like, there's so much fun about, like, the old game. What you had to do is take over bases. And then you turned them into, take over the base, you had to cause a certain amount of chaos in it, you had to destroy everything, you know, you had to 100% destroy the base. It could get a bit annoying because sometimes you're looking for, like, one canister to blow up, and you're like, where's this other canister? And you'd be flying around the base, and that was it. So as soon as you got it down to 100%, or whatever, then your rebels would move in. Which was great, it was so much fun, because then you could, you know, you could get a boat and have a gun on it, and you can go with missile launchers, and you just go and blow things up. You could get a plane, you could get a helicopter. There's like just so many different ways to approach it. They've got rid of all that now. So the progression works on this game is you've got story missions, and just to state, the story's terrible, absolutely ridiculously bad. It's just ugh. it's not renowned for having a good story, but Just Cause 3 I thought was a pretty good story, to be fair. This one is just terrible. It's about basically a bad guy who can control the weather, and you're there to take him down, basically. So you have to do missions. And missions, my good God, they're so unvaried. Every single mission is, and I've left some footage in here, is get the location. Alright, I'm at the location. Oh, man, you've got to hack this terminal. I'll go and hack this terminal. Oh, the terminal's controlled by generators. You have to shut all the generators down. What? I've got... So, one mission, shutting generators down, and you will do that. That's basically every other mission. The other mission type is flicking switches. There's then timed missions, like, ooh, you flicked a switch, now you've got to get the other switch within 4 minutes, and flick 6 switches in 4 minutes. There's then what I'm doing now, which is escort missions, which are all the exact same. It's always 3 people. You bust them out of a room. Not bust them out, you just open the door, hand them some guns, and then escort them through. There are then some vehicle escort missions. Everything's the same. There might be a different ending, as in the ending might be, oh, there's this big thing you got to destroy, or there's a bit of a boss battle, destroy it, or whatever. But generally getting to that mission is the exact same thing every single time. The mission variety is just terrible. Absolutely one of the worst I've seen in an open world game. Leaving this cutscene on just to show you how low textured, how low res, and how PS2 these cutscenes are. They are terrible. They're full of bugs. They're badly done. Like, you could land somewhere in daylight, cut into a scene like that, and it'll be dark, or vice versa, and it's just stupid. So, yeah, the graphics. I'm going to come back to the graphics in a minute. So, yeah, mission types, basically, you got to do that. To do their missions, though, you've got to do part of a thing. So it might be, go to this place, steal the plans, which are the same missions again. Then the mission might be, right, steal the iron coin, which is the same thing again, because you have to do this, or this, or this, or this. There might be a bit of defense going on, so you might have to do this. Is here, so basically, I've got here, they've went, oh, the terminal doesn't work. Well, what we're going to do? Yeah, I've got to go unlock all the unlocks for the airship. And then the next mission, again, just to show you how low res the textures are, when it goes around to her console in a minute, and you can see that there, just absolutely terrible. And yeah, look how bad that is. And again, what you got to do? Oh, you got to unlock all the consoles or whatever. Oh, it's just stupid. Yeah, it's just terrible. And they've taken the fun, like what you used to do is go around the bases and you got a wanted level, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, so it'd be like 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4, and you could like take someone out who's calling reinforcements. All that's gone now. All you do is you have this map, which we're going to cover in a minute, but basically you take over this area by doing one of the objective type missions, which then allows you to do a mission. You can't do a mission without unlocking the objective type mission first. So basically it's 2 missions in each area. And then what you do is you have these reserves, they're called, and you move the reserves into the area, and that draws the battle lines. The battle lines get drawn, and then there's fights going on. So the battle lines mean nothing. I was expecting this big game of Risk, where they'd be pushing against you, you'd be losing areas, you'd have to go and defend areas, you'd have to go and cover areas, you'd have to, kind of like, I think it was at Saints Row Grand Theft, one of the old ones used to do that, where you had your territories and you had to go back and protect it and stuff like that. But nope, none of that. You just take over an area and that's you done. There's no fighting back. So, I just escaped. I just don't know what to say anymore. Graphically wise, the graphics go from when you see the low textures here in the rain and lightning. It looks really good. Like some of it looks pretty decent, to be fair. Most of it just looks terrible. You can't go into many buildings. This is the breaker. Oh, you got to turn the breaker on. How do I do that? Tether it up on there, and that's it. And that's the mission. You just got to do that 3 times. Yeah, so the graphics, generally on the whole, are pretty poor. The water effects look terrible. There's a clip coming at about 2 seconds with the water effects on. And this is the battle lines have been drawn. So this is like, oh, there's a big war going on between the 2 sides. So you can see the 2 boats in the water. The water looks... Look at that water. I looked at Just Cause 3. The water was so much better. And look, it's clipping through the water. It's now just the AI is terrible to go for the graphics. Like underwater looks terrible. Everything just looks absolutely low res rubbish. Look at that. Just doesn't even look like water. It just look. and then there's a puddle there. You don't splash through the puddle. The noises don't change. You can go underwater and you don't like, so it just looks like they've put a thing over the top. This is the map. So basically on the map, it's a decent size. I've done more since this bit was recorded. I've taken over the whole bottom end. And you can see there you've got Operation Windwalker. Can't do it because it's locked. That I can't do because it's locked. That's locked. So what I've got to do is go on to R1, do a region strike. So I'd have to strike into that area, do whatever it tells me to do, which is usually hack something or steal something or protect someone. And then I can do the mission, basically. And then there's these little missions here, which are like time trials. You can, one good thing is the grappling hook now, so you have airlifters, you have rocket boosters, so you can have different ones and you can set 3 different styles as well. I'll give it that. And you can upgrade them as well, so you can put different mods on and stuff like that. So I'll give it that. That was decent. You know, here I was just having a look at the mods. There's more gas, so you can put armor on them, locomotion. You can have a better altitude going on. So I did like that side of things. I'll give the game that. The grappling hook has been improved. However, saying that, I also find the grappling hook doesn't seem to work as well now. I don't know why, but meh. Never mind. So yeah, you can put in different mods, and you know you can have it. Do you want it to go low, medium, high, whatever? And then you can go in, and also you have supply drops, so you can unlock these supply drops. And in the supply drops, basically, it's a big box. You can have weapons. And I've said before, you can have the weapons in cars and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I don't even think the wingsuit feels as good. The parachute doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as fluid. It feels a lot more, like, it stops you a lot more, and it seems to be a bit harder to control. I don't know why. Vehicles handle terribly. And I think the Rico handles terribly as well. Like, you'll try and stop and he turns around on the spot, and trying to hit that exact spot can be really annoying to pick up weapons and stuff like that. So for me, the control is terrible, as well as everything else. We're going to go into the glitchy part in a second. I'm just going to let this bit play, but look at his hair. Look at there's weird reflections on it, and it doesn't look right. And look at the lighting. Just changes. This is what this game is. The shadows are terrible. The UI is awful. It's so big and cumbersome and in your way. It's just... the UI is some of the worst. It doesn't offer anything to you. Like, I'm sometimes confused. Like, I just want to jump out of a plane. How do I know it's triangle, but there's one way you can do it with a parachute, but it doesn't seem to tell you how to do it. This is the opening kind of second bit of the game. And look how terrible it looks. I would have really thought they would put some effort in here, but they didn't. So voice acting's alright, I guess. The sound design, good with explosions and stuff. I'll give it that. So yeah, graphics, terrible. This game has not aged well. I mean, it's brand new in the 1.4. This should be a £30 release. Just Cause 3 looked better in my eyes. I've looked back at my video and it looked way, way better than this rubbish. So yeah, graphics not impressive. Gameplay, meh. Depending on what you want it for. Maybe if you just want it for a quick 10 minutes to blow some stuff up, maybe you might get 10 minutes worth out of it. AI is terrible. It's just stupid. The escort missions can get really ridiculous. Like, there was once where they were blowing stuff up and they were getting shot, but not shooting the person that was shooting them. They were trying to shoot the things to blow up, and it was taking them ages, and they were getting low on health, and it was stupid. So yeah, graphics bad, gameplay not very good, AI terrible, story rubbish. I just don't understand what they've done. There's not much else I can say about this game because there's nothing more than that. I'm just bitterly disappointed. And open world games have moved on now. Red Dead Redemption 2, look at how amazing that was this year. God of War, Monster Hunter World, Spider-Man. You can't get away with this anymore. This game 3 years ago, you could have got away with. Open world games have just moved on now. There's a lot more storytelling in them. There's a lot more variety to do. The graphics are usually a lot better. They've spent some time on it. This just reeks of, we need to get a game out before Christmas. We want a sequel, and they released this rubbish. It's just, I'm just very disappointed in it, as you can probably tell. Totally not worth getting. Maybe in a sale in a year's time, where it's like 20 quid and they find out all the bugs and stuff. Maybe give it a go. You might get some fun out of it, and that's what it is. It's just, it's okay. it does its job as a messing around simulator alright. It just doesn't do anything new, doesn't do anything special, doesn't go above and beyond, doesn't bring anything new to the table, doesn't do anything like that. And now we'll just have a look at a few little glitches before I round up this, well, not round up the video because it's round up, but just a few glitches, and I'll talk through them. These were just a few choice glitches. So this guy was supposed to be getting in this car. Look at them running away. This was after 4 minutes. I started recording and he got in the car. That annoyed the hell out of me. Then we've got this one. Just basic graphical glitch. You can see the thing there. Look at that. Just messy. This one. God knows what this person's supposed. This was all one mission. Like, I'm pretty sure this was after that mission. You can see it there. Just whatever. Then looked up. That. I mean, what? This. Look how beautiful the game looks there with the sun setting. I then try and do a loop, fail. The jet doesn't crash in the water. No, it just sits there. Yep, this is the sort of level we're talking about. And the final little glitchy thing that I included was this. You go next fight and then just wouldn't go back down. So, not very aerodynamic there, Rico. So yeah, it's just that constantly, like, just everywhere you look, there's a glitch, a pop in, a thing breaking. And that's it. That's all I can see on the game. I'm probably about 20 hours into it now, maybe. I don't think I'm going to play anymore. I'm really struggling to put any more time at this game because it's just so repetitive and dull. And I'm bored of the rubbish gameplay. I'm bored of the rubbish graphics. I'm bored of its lack of imagination. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it there, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.